Alright guys, we're back. It is Sunday and we're going to make some apple fritters today. So, I've got my little scoops for measuring the ingredients. Today's ingredients, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget here. We got 2 eggs. You're going to need 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 third cups of milk, 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 cups of flour, and 2 chopped apples. So we're going to get our ingredients all measured and into a bowl and mix it up. Show you how we do it. Alright, so we've got ourselves a plastic Rubbermaid dish here. And we're going to start getting the ingredients in. I'm going to start with my eggs. So I just got 2 eggs. Crack them. Plop them in. Throw shells away. Grab that. A little boogery egg white. Okay, actually, I'm going to do a pinch of salt in with my eggs. A couple dashes there. And just whip your eggs up really good. Once they're all nice and beat, we can go ahead and get our baking powder. Baking powder. Okay, we're going to want 3 teaspoons. So I got my teaspoon measure. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you get it in there. 3. Okay. And with every ingredient, I'm just going to keep whipping it in, mixing it together. Make sure it's mixed in there really good. Okay, and then 2 third cups of milk. So I got my 1/3 cup measurement here. We're going to do 2 of them. We got 2% milk. One. 2. Alright, so that's 2/3 cups of milk. We got 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar. I got my powdered sugar here, or confectionery sugar, I think they call it. So, I got my tablespoon measure. We're going to do 6. 1. Come on. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And you don't want to pack the powdered sugar when you scoop it out. Try to scoop it nice and gently. You know, keep it light, nice and fluffy. And we'll mix that in. Mix that in with our eggs and milk, and a little bit of salt and baking powder. Okay, now you can see that it's all nice and liquidy. That milk really thinned it out. And we're going to do 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So right here we've got our homemade vanilla. I'm not sure if I should explain this, but for those cooks out there, you can buy vanilla beans online, and you get a bottle of vodka. Put your vanilla beans in the vodka, put it in a cabinet or a cupboard or closet somewhere where it's not going to get much sunlight, and let it sit there, and it will turn your vodka into vanilla bean extract. You can filter it out into your preferred bottle, or you can just leave it in the bottle that you have. So what did I say? 3 teaspoons. So I got my teaspoon measurement. We're going to do 3 of them, which is really just going to be a dash. If you just want to dash it in there and not measure it, but I'll measure it for video purpose. 1. Whoop. That was overflow, so I'm going to call that 3. And it smells. Oh, it smells good. Smell it?
Can I smell it?
Yeah. Come here. Come on over here and smell it. Just smell. Now, is that something you would like to drink? No?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it tastes good or not.
Don't know if it tastes good, but it smells good, right?
Yeah, I got some
Yeah.
on my lips.
Yeah.
There you go.
It does not taste good. So,
That's what you liked it off.
but smells great, that vanilla extract. So we're gonna keep mixing it in here. Again, very liquidy mixture. Can you see it on camera?
Yeah.
Very liquidy mixture, creamy, very creamy looking, almost looks like eggnog right now.
Except for it's not white.
Yeah, well, it's creamy like eggnog.
Kinda.
Okay, so now we got 2 cups of flour. So I have my 1 cup measurement here.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 scoops of this.
2 big scoops. Really big.
All right, there's 1. There's 2.
2.
Close that up.
What?
All right, this is where you mix your liquids with your solid. Your flour is gonna stiffen it right up, and you just keep mixing it. You know, bringing it all together. Yeah, it's actually getting stiffer, this whisk I got here. And a little bit. So it's not thick. I mean, it's still, you can see it starting to run out of the whisk and plop. So it's not a thick batter, but it's not super thin either. And that's what you want. You want something that's, you know, still able, has the ability to run on its own, but it's not so runny that you can't pull it together like a dough. And we're gonna set that aside for now. And I'm done with my ingredient measurements. So now I'm gonna pull out some apples. And the recipe calls for 2 chopped apples. Got 2 apples here, and like I said, I'm using Honey Crisp apples today. It's supposed to be a pretty good variety. And what do we got for a knife? Where'd my knife go? Oh,
You
there it
mean
is.
like...
Alright, so had to use the knife for cutting up some chicken for dinner. But now it's all washed. And we're gonna get a little cutting board here, so I'm not cutting right on my countertop. And we're just gonna cut these apples into quarters. Once you got your quarters cut, you take and slice out the center core like this. Throw that aside. Oh, I didn't peel it. Well, that'll be all right. I would definitely recommend peeling it, but I didn't. so it'll be alright.
When you peel the other one.
Yeah. If you leave the peeling in, all it's going to do is give you that texture of a peeling. I already started with leaving the peel on, so I'm just going to leave the peel on the rest of them, and we'll eat it just fine like that. So you chop your apples up to a good sizable, a little dice piece.
Yep.
And as I chop them, I'm just going to dump them in my batter here and finish the rest of them.
It's on.
Okay, we're back. Got oil in the pan, got my batter over here for the apple fritters. One thing that I did forget, while the oil is heating up, we're going to make our glaze, our sugar glaze. So I got 2/3 cups of powdered sugar in a dish here. We're gonna need vanilla extract. I like vanilla extract. It really just gives a hint of sweetness to everything. Probably 2 teaspoons there, and I'm not sure there's a real measurement. I'm just gonna pour milk in a little bit there and just start mixing. And as you mix, you'll figure out if you need more liquid or less. There, hopefully you guys can see it from there. And what I'm gonna do is scoop a spoonful of batter, use one finger, plop it right in the hot oil. Alright, and I'll show you what that looks like. It should bubble right away. If it doesn't bubble right away, like it's boiling, then your oil is not hot enough. Okay? And you can do more than one at a time in the pan. I'm going to see if I can probably fit like 3 in there. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay, that'll be it for now. Alright guys, I got 3 apple fritters in the pan. I could probably fit a 4th, but the more you put in the pan, the cooler you're going to get the oil, because you're putting cool dough in a hot oil. You're going to cool your oil down. You want your oil to stay hot, so don't overload it. And you don't really want your fritters to be touching each other. You want, space for the oil to work around it. As you can see, the first one, actually, I don't know if you can see it, starting to get dark brown around the edges. A darker brown look. So I'm going to be flipping that one here soon. And I got this spoon that has some holes through it. That'll allow me to scoop it up and let the oil drain out. I can also use it to just flip the apple fritter over to cook the other side. There we go. So yeah, now you see the color comparison. Got the nice dark brown. And we'll flip these ones over here too. Oh, it doesn't want to go. There we go. Flip it over. And the thing with apple fritters is they're not going to look symmetrical. They're going to be all bumpy, odd shaped, and that's really what you want. That shows that they're real apple fritters, not just some factory, pushed out of a machine kind of a thing. Alright, so we're going to let them cook really good so that the dough inside is thoroughly cooked and it's not all mushy when we bite into it. Alright guys, apple fritters have been in here probably long enough. We're going to take them out one at a time. As you take it out, give it a good shake, let the oil drip off. You don't want oily fritters, you just want nice crisp ones, thoroughly cooked. So, as you can see, it's brown all around it. So now that this one's been out, shaken off, set it over here on a plate with the paper towels under it. to help soak up the oil off the bottom. All right. We got 3 in here. Okay. Okay, so shake as much oil off as you can. Let them sit on the paper towel to dry, and finish using the rest of your batter. Alright guys, we're back. Apple fritters are done. Glaze is ready. I did thicken it up a little more. You want it to look like this, where it just strings off, you know, a little stringy. Not too wet. That way, why don't you be a cameraman while listen, show them what I'm doing here. Alright, back up a little bit. That way you can drizzle over your apple fritters a nice glaze. Alright.
Yeah.
That looks yummy.
Does that look yummy?
Yeah.
Are you gonna use all of the glaze?
Well, you only use what you need.
Okay.
Alright, so look at that. Look at that. Apple fritters.
That's how we make them.
That's how we make them. Alright. That's a wrap for our video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on The Daddy Show.